I don't even know how to start this video. This has been 4 hours since Sean Dyche has been sacked. I did my video today of my initial reaction that was the first 2 minutes of when the news was broke, and I've got to do this second video because now that the dust has settled, when I look at what's been happening in the last couple of hours, I'm now just getting more and more pissed off. I'm more and more frustrated and more saddened, angry. I don't know what to say. Because this is a main thing which I have an issue with this entire situation. There's not one way that I can look at this and it makes sense from a financial perspective, from a club perspective, from a fan perspective, a chairman perspective, a football perspective. You can maybe say that we haven't played that well, but from what I'm reading here, I do not know what the plan is. I do not know what the plan is, and as a person that's, as I said earlier in the video earlier today, I thank Sean Dyche from the bottom of my heart for absolutely everything he's done to this football club. I cannot be any more thankful to him for what he's done for the club and the people of the area. It cannot be understated the impact that he's had. It's beyond football. That's the number one thing I gotta say here. This is beyond football. It's an entire area, entire region that's been lifted. Because of the success of Sean Dyche with the football club. And the reason why I've done this second video and why I feel sick. I feel sick because of one massive problem I see with this. Is the fact that this is not how it's supposed to fucking end. Sean Dyche isn't supposed to leave in a way that feels like it's rushed. That's the last thing, and this could not feel any more rushed, any more of a... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And I'll tell you why I believe that. I'll tell you why. Not just the obvious shouts, so the fact that if you're going to sack a manager due to just pure footballing reasons of the fact that you think that you could be getting sacked, he should have been sacked months ago. If you thought, as what Alan Pace said in the club statement, in his own words, however, the results this season has been disappointing, and while this is an incredibly difficult decision, with 8 crucial games left, we feel a change is needed to give the squad the best possible chance. If you wanted to give the squad, and most importantly the new manager, the best chance, you won't give them 8... It's not even 8 games. 8 games is not really enough, because we could be down with 4 games in. If we don't win in the next 3-4 games, Everton could get a result or 2, which we saw them do against United, and we could be already down. It's not 8 games. We're 4 points adrift. We've got 4 games to get a win. Because we've got Southampton, Wolves, Watford, and West Ham, right? So, what fucking chance are you giving this new manager? What chance are you giving? And this is why I'm doing the video here. I'll show you guys this. I'll show you this. And this is why, as a pure footballing perspective, as... not just a Burnley fan, but as a football fan, and for you guys watching that may not be a Burnley fan, and why this is almost sickening, because it's almost like the kind of era of football with it being more than just results. It's been more of the community and the culture of the football team, and keeping that pure connection between the fans and the club, keeping that connection. It feels like it's been harmed here massively, and this is the reason why, right? This is a club statement. Chairman Alan Pace said, there's not a single fucking message of Sean Dyche. Nothing. It's been 4 hours since he's been sacked. Sean Dyche, the man that's done absolutely everything for this football club for 10 years, a fucking decade. I don't even remember the last time we had a manager. I can't even remember not having Sean Dyche. Last time we had a gaffer that wasn't Sean Dyche, I was 13. 10 years. There's not a single fucking quote in the club statement of Dyche saying thank you. It's not just in this. Just go on the website. Support it. what? How can you drop club statement, then next thing, support information for the game this weekend? What? There's nothing of Sean Dyche. No thank you, no video, no nothing. Huh? This is the main thing that's f***ing annoying me. Because it's almost like something must have happened severely behind the scenes. There must have been a massive kickoff. There must have been some mad argument. There must have been. And there had to be. Had to be some sort of behind the doors meeting that words were said and tempers were flared. And someone says that your mum is this and that. I don't know. Because this isn't a planned decision. If you're going to sack him just due to footballing reasons, he would have got sacked when we lost 2-0 away at Brentford. He would have got sacked directly after we lost to Norwich. Not 5 days later and not 2 days before our next game. And then, this is the maddening thing, right? This is the mad thing. Look at this. In the statement, what it says. The under-23s coach Michael Jackson with the under-23s goalkeeping coach and club captain Ben Mee has been asked to take charge for the team. Ben Mee! A player. In what world does a football player get asked to manage the football team and to help manage it? Because it's not just Sean Dyche. It's the assistant manager, the first team's coach, and the goalkeeping coach. 8 games before the season ends. I didn't actually grasp this. I read it and it didn't actually hit me. That's not a normal thing. If that's gonna happen, you need the next people and their gang of coaches in immediately. We're missing the fucking core root of the staff team. We're missing the first team coach, manager, and also the assistant manager and the main goalkeeping coach. With 8 games left to go. We're missing the core fundamental part of the fucking staff team. What? I'm asking Ben Mee, the club captain, to go and manage the team? Or to join being an assistant manager, I guess. This is not a thoughtful decision. This is something serious that's happened behind the scenes. If it's the players, if it's Sean Dyche himself and the staff team and the staff board himself, I don't know, because this is not normal. And the fact there's not even a single word of Sean Dyche found anywhere, not on any newspapers. The only thing I've heard is that he talked to Alistair Campbell. Alistair Campbell did a tweet saying that he spoke to Sean Dyche saying thank you. That's not anything. That means nothing. There's nothing on anywhere from Sean Dyche talking to us. Aston Villa sold Jack Grealish and their chairman, I'm pretty sure it was the chairman, did a fucking 9-minute long video explaining why the fuck they sold Jack Grealish. Because they knew the fans would be ultimately disgraced and pissed off the fact they just sold him. Aston Villa does a 9-minute long video explaining step by step the reasoning and why they've sold Jack Grealish. We sack our greatest manager in the last knows how long, manager last decade, and he doesn't even get a single message. Alan Pace, the chairman, I love him, I've met him, and I love what he's been doing for the club. In terms of, I feel like his work for the community, I find it very, very good that he is a part of the team. He's from around the area. He's an American owner, and there's a lot of people that thinks that's instantly a bad thing. He's done everything right from what I've seen. Up to this point, I've had no reason to really doubt him and the words that he says. He's been a part of every single aspect of the football club. Community and everything, he's done things the right way. But I gotta say, man, if you're gonna sack Sean Dyche, you've not done a statement yourself on Twitter explaining it, and this explanation club statement, it essentially means fucking nothing. Because everything he said up before this was that he's a massive part of the team. And that everything, because he knows that he's never going to get the approval of the Burnley fan base without Sean Dyche. He knows that. So something drastic has happened behind the scenes for this to even happen. 8 games before the season ends, with West Ham playing in 2 days' time. And now we're going to go ask the under-23s coach, Michael Jackson, okay, what a name that is, and I captain Ben Mee to go help out with the staff team and coach the team. I love Alan Pace. I've met him. I like, you know, I really, really, really want this to work. And there's only one way that this could ever work out well for you now. Because it's been 4 hours. The dust has settled almost already. Everyone's quickly making up their minds of what's happening here. There's no statement. There's no video. There's no nothing. There's no thank you. There's no nothing of Sean Dyche. What the is happening here? That's what is annoying me the most. The fact that I've not had a chance to say goodbye and thank him. I always thought that if Sean Dyche was going to leave, it's going to be the case of we will know before the season ends. We will know before the season ends that Sean Dyche will go. So that we have the opportunity to say, you know what, he's done all he can for us. The fact that he's going is not the main concern here, because I know that we've not been playing, you know, we've not been playing well. Hence why we're in the drop zone. We know that we aren't doing that good. Stats wise, it's very bad for us. So the sacking itself, as I said in the stream and in the video beforehand, I get it on a footballing perspective because we've not been doing good. So sacking him or parting ways, however you want to phrase it, I would get it at the end of the season. Or if you want to do it midway through the season, you need to let people know of it. Or if it happens, have something, a video of him talking, Alan Pace explaining the decision. Because as I said, stats-wise, yes, it's not been great. I saw this stat from this tweet like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Burnley possession ranks across in Europe's top 5 leagues. So that is the top league of England, of France, of Spain, of Germany, of Italy, right? Of all the teams in all the top 5 leagues, we are bottom of all of these. Possession stats, touches, shots on target, passes completed, pass accuracy, ball carries, progressive ball carries, carries into the 18-yard box. We are, like, in terms of an actual football team and how we play football, we are not good. That is why we've seen these stats. And the fact that Sean Dyche can still do this and still have the backing of the people of Burnley shows how much credit that we give him. And the fact that if you're going to sack him, we need much more than a fucking tweet of a club statement. And then that's it. For all we know, they may do a video tonight with Sean Dyche. But I don't know. Sean Dyche is probably flown off to the Bahamas somewhere with his £8 million payout. Because, keep in mind, lads, Sean Dyche signed a 4-year contract this season. He got a new contract. Far as I believe it was 70 grand a week. I've heard of other people that it was 100 grand a week that he's been given. Either way, if Pace has said that financially we could be in a mess if we go down, paying about, let's just say 6-7 million to buy out Sean Dyche's contract, how is that going to make any sense financially? You're paying more money to let Sean Dyche go than what we've actually spent in transfer net spend. Fucking work that one out. We're paying more money to sack Sean Dyche, probably 10 million to be fair, because it's 3 years, and let's say if it's 100 grand a week is what I'm hearing, that could be about 9-10 million. So, work that one out. We're spending more to sack Sean Dyche than what we've spent in transfer net spend since they joined. And if financial stability is such an issue, surely you can't afford to sack him. And if anything, if Burnley does go down, which is likely, but it's not impossible, we're still in it. If you do go down, the best person to get Burnley back up is Sean Dyche. The best person to get Burnley back up is Sean Dyche. Categorically true. He's got us up twice. Went 23 games undefeated. He knows the league inside and out. So when the best person to get you back up, if you do go down, worst case scenario, is Sean Dyche, and you spend 10 million amount to get him sacked in the first place because you gave him a new contract, then categorically, what the f*** are we doing here? I do not know in any way does this make any sense. The only way is that if they had a replacement ready to go immediately, the next day, the next weekend, at the end of the weekend, if we have not got a new manager, and I swear to God, if it's Sam Allardyce, if it's Big Sam, then we might as well just give up. Because that's just that's the laziest. There's zero thought. Zero thought would have gone into that if we do get Big Sam. Who else is that? I'm looking at the... I saw this tweet here of the next permanent Burnley managers. Okay, Sam Allardyce is top. Nuno, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Daniel Farke. I sort of like Chris Wilder's now up there is high up there right now. Wayne Rooney, I think, is also up there right now as well. But we're not going to get Chris Wilder. I mean, for me, if you asked me, as a Burnley fan, who would I take right now? I would take, if I could have a realistic manager. I don't think Nuno's realistic. Why would Nuno come to Burnley? What can Burnley possibly offer Nuno? Rafa Benitez. What can we possibly offer Rafa? We're 4 points adrift for 8 games left, and we're giving him a fucking impossible task. We're giving him 4 games, max. If you can't get a win in the next 4 games, we're gone. Simple as that. What kind of job is that? You might as well get a manager to say, okay, championship next year, but if you can, that'd be great to try and give us up. But at least next year, that's the main plan. The only guy I could possibly think of that I would want and I think would be a good fit for Burnley, but would not happen because we've got 8 games left in the season and he's already in a job, is Chris Wilder. I think he'd be a great light for the club. Because in terms of the club culture, if we get a new manager that's way too different to Sean Dyche, and it's just going to be no point. How can you get any tactics in place in a matter of 2-3 weeks? The season ends in a month. The season ends in a month. In 4 weeks, the season ends almost. 5 weeks. You can't get a manager to put some sort of system in place, or tactics in place. That's no time at all. Something has happened behind the scenes. Something has happened. I've been hearing rumours. Apparently there was a club meeting. Apparently, can't say the players' names, but apparently there's players that were saying that Sean Dyche has almost lost the dressing room, apparently. Apparently there was some sort of ultimatum to the likes of Alan Pace and the board saying that it's either us or Sean Dyche. It's either the players or the manager. I've heard that. There's rumours. I don't want to say that is true because I do not know that categorically. There's already a lot of noise about the fact that, of how Alan Pace bought the football club, apparently leveraging money that wasn't his own and putting debt on the football club to buy the football club when the club was initially debt-free, before he joined one of the well-worked and well-run football clubs in the country. If he already had doubts before this, then Christ almighty, you've got an uphill battle now with all of the fans. I still like Alan Pace, I really want us to work, but you've got 24 to 48 hours to really tread carefully with your next choices. Because if we see Big Sam walk through the door, then we're already seeing that as just a lazy-ass move. And it's just a nonsensical appointment that's going to last no longer than 2 weeks. As a Burnley fan, I'm very, very upset with the fact that Sean Dyche has given 10 years to his football club and he's not even had a chance to say goodbye to the fans. The fans have not had a chance to say goodbye and a thank you to him. Yes, the football could have been better. Yes, we could have got better results, and that's fairs. Sean Dyche leaving isn't really the concern, it's the manner of it and it's the timing of it, because it feels like there's something sour here. This isn't a mutual parting. There's been an argument of some sorts, because I don't know how else could this happen. Because if it's a case of football, he would have been sacked instantly after Norwich. He would have been sacked instantly after Brentford. He would have got sacked instantly after Watford. He would have got sacked instantly after Leeds. If it's a case of football, all those games that I've just mentioned was us in a pretty dire situation. We would have got sacked instantly after Leicester at home, when we could have won that game and beat out of drop zone. But no. We do it now, 5 days later after the game we already played, and 2 days before we just play a game. 2 days before we go play a game of football. And if you're a football fan and you look at this and you're thinking, it's very, very. It's almost sad. Like, when it comes to football, it's almost sad to look at. That's almost like the idea of a manager being like part of a culture and that togetherness. You don't see it as much because it's a very cutthroat business of your football. So when you see a manager not do that well, gets a couple of losses together, goes on a bad run, gets sacked instantly, move on. I thought we were better than that. I thought we were going to be the club that gives them a chance, which we have. But if you're going to f them off, at least do something more than just a single tweet. It's been 5 hours now. It's been 5 hours since the tweet. Since the club statement. Nothing. There's not a single video, nothing of Sean Dyche. Like, it's almost like it's been wiped away. And then we got an under-23 coach and our captain Ben Mee now being managed as a football team. Ben Mee's now a manager. Or assistant manager. He's still playing. I just wish that we just had the chance to thank him, really. That's my main thing. The timing, the way it's been done. Something's off. You wouldn't have a man that's put 10 years of his life just to leave before the season even ended. And then just have not even a trace, not even a message, not even a thank you, not even a goodbye. Just nothing. All that. For this. The only way I can see this potentially going well is that by this weekend, we get a new manager in, and it's a manager which we actually would see as, okay, fair enough. If it's like Nuno Espirito Santo, if he walks through the door, I'd clap away. I'd be like, you know what? That makes sense. I'll take that. Okay. If it's Chris Wilder, fair play. I don't know how you did it. Fair play. But Lord, if it's Rafa Benitez, nice one. Rate that. Let's crack on. If I see Big Sam, bro, as a young lad from Burnley, born in Burnley, raised 5 years from Burnley, I watched in Burnley when I was 7, 8. Never thought to get to the stage. And I said it before in my video today, but you're going to ask any fan of a club in Championship or League 1 or League 2, if you could see your team travel across Europe to a European away day with your club before you die, would you take it? Everyone would. If you can guarantee them one thing, is that you can go on a European away day with your people, with your club, with your local club, and experience that. The pride of that. Any fan would. Go to any fan of Championship, League 1, League 2. Would they take that? They'll take that in a heartbeat. Do that once before you die. It's almost the same way of, you can go to any fan of League 1, League 2, Championship and say, would you win the FA Cup? Just take one FA Cup before you die. They'll take that. And that's one thing that top 6 fans will never understand. They'll never understand. Of how even the little things that you may think is little things mean so much more to the area. And now we're in this massive void of just, we there's a word for it, but we don't know what's going to happen next. It's just it's questions everywhere. We're just in this void. And it feels like the room is just filling up with water and that we are sinking right now and we don't know what to do. Because without Sean Dyche, who's been part of the team for 10 years and has built the team for the last 10 years, from the facilities and the academy and every single aspect of it, how can we bring a manager in and expect to change that in a matter of 4 weeks? We got West Ham in 2 days' time. I'll be live over my Twitch for that. Go and see me for that. I presume that we will not have a new manager by then. If we do get some more news about a new manager, I may do a new video about it. If it's Big Sam, then there'll be definitely a video about that. For all we know, we may not even get a new manager before the end of the year. Because, again, I don't know who would come to us in this current situation. But knowing Burnley, we'll probably go and beat West Ham, innit? Probably go and beat West Ham. Because that's football for you, innit? I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys stay safe. Give your thoughts down below. See ya.